Good morning, friends. Yes, you can become wealthy in the next 6 months. I know, it may sound strange, but I urge you, listen closely, with your heart wide open. Most people today are trapped in a financial reality they never consciously chose. They are caught in a cycle so silent, so invisible, yet so overwhelmingly powerful, that it controls their entire life. This force is called a paradigm. As Bob Proctor once said, "What I'm about to share with you isn't a theory, it's my truth." I grew up hearing the same things many of you did. Money is hard to earn. You have to work yourself to the bone to achieve anything in life. If you're born poor, you'll die poor. But one day, someone told me something that changed everything. This is just a mental program. And when I truly understood that, my whole world began to shift. Even today, millions are trapped in an invisible loop. Wake up, go to work, come home exhausted, barely pay the bills, and every time a new dream dares to rise in their heart, a voice whispers from deep within, "Not for you. You don't have the money." Have you ever heard that voice? Chances are, it's speaking even now. That voice is your paradigm. A paradigm is a network of deeply rooted beliefs and habits in your subconscious. Beliefs you never chose, but inherited. As a child, your subconscious was an open door. Whatever your parents, teachers, or television said, it entered without resistance. Over time, those words became your thoughts, your money beliefs, and ultimately, your identity. That's why, no matter how hard you try, something always pulls you back, like a heavy chain around your ankle. You think of making money, but deep inside, you're trembling with fear, doubt, and feelings of lack. And under the law of attraction, you receive not what you want, but what you feel. You might have 1,000 brilliant ideas, but if your dominant mindset is scarcity, you'll unknowingly sabotage them all. Here's the most dangerous part. You won't even realize that your thoughts aren't yours. They're echoes of a mental structure built long ago. Let me share something I will never forget. In 1961, my annual income was barely 3,30,000 rupees, and I was drowning in debt. I was broke, hopeless. My self-worth had hit rock bottom. Then a man handed me a book, Think and Grow Rich. He said, "Bob, if you really want to change your life, do what I say. No questions. Just do it, even if it feels strange." I did, even in fear, even without fully understanding. And within a year, my income soared to 13 lakhs rupees. Soon, I crossed a crore. No fancy degree, no master plan, no guarantees. Just one thing. I changed my paradigm. You don't need a miracle. You need a mental shift. The real enemy is not out there in the economy. It's hidden within you, in the beliefs you've never questioned. So ask yourself, how many times have you not taken action out of fear of losing money? How often have you hesitated to invest in yourself, thinking, this isn't the right time? How many opportunities have you passed up because you felt you didn't deserve them? You think these are coincidences? No, these are the results of subconscious programming. This is why so many people live the same year, over and over, like a broken record, because their subconscious will only accept what it believes is normal. Changing your paradigm means making yourself uncomfortable, because as soon as you think differently, that old voice inside you screams, "Don't do it. It's dangerous. You'll fail." But ask yourself, what's the real danger? Remaining stuck in the same place for the next 10, 20, 30 years? Once you truly grasp this truth, you'll see that the wealth you desire is waiting, not for more effort, but for a new mindset. Thinking positive is not enough. You must record your internal system. You must feel rich before you see wealth in your reality. You must live as if prosperity is already on its way. Because it is. But it only arrives when you're aligned to receive it. So here's my invitation to you. For the next 7 days, every morning and every night, speak these words aloud. And more importantly, feel them. I am worthy of wealth. Opportunities are drawn to me. Money flows to me with ease and purpose. Don't just say them. Feel them. Visualize them. See all your bills paid. See your smile. Feel the freedom of time. And watch how your energy begins to shift. Because when your vibration changes, your world follows. Are you ready? Or will you let that old voice win again? Remember, this universe is in constant motion. Nothing stands still, not even for a second. Right now, where you sit, you are vibrating at a specific frequency. Maybe you've never thought of it this way, but this is the truth. Your vibration decides what you attract: money, opportunities, or relationships. If you truly want wealth, not in fantasy, but in reality, you must understand this foundational law. Money doesn't come from effort, it comes from frequency. You've seen people whose luck seems magical. They get opportunities. Money just shows up. And you ask, what do they have that I don't? They vibrate differently. If your dominant energy is lack, the universe will mirror that back. And scarcity will multiply. I remember a time when I faced a massive decision. A risky one. It involved money I didn't have. But I chose faith over fear. I began thanking in advance. I imagined success. I visualized everything falling into place. And then, it did. Resources appeared from unexpected places. My energy was certain. And certainty pulled the path into place. This isn't just my story. Neuroscience confirms this. Your emotional state directly impacts your ability to perceive opportunity. Live in fear and stress, and the part of your brain responsible for decisions and creativity shuts down. So even if the opportunity is right in front of you, you won't see it. Now think deeply. Money is a result, and it flows from your mental and emotional frequency. If you want to attract wealth, start by changing the feelings you associate with money. Do you feel guilt at the thought of having lots of money? Do you think it will make you selfish or lonely? If yes, these feelings are blocking your energy. Learn to feel joy in thoughts of abundance. Imagine paying every bill with ease, helping loved ones, traveling freely, as if it's already yours. Because it is. You don't need to hustle harder. You just need to align with abundant energy. Your bank balance is not your power. Your inner state is. So before you take action, change the vibration within. Start your day with deep gratitude for 3 things you already have. Even if life feels hard, feel thankful from your heart. Because gratitude lifts your frequency. And abundance begins where complaining ends. As you repeat this practice, things begin to shift. The right people show up. Money arrives from unexpected sources. And if you're thinking, this doesn't work, ask yourself honestly, is what I've been doing working? If not, maybe it's time for a change. You attract what you feel, not what you want. If you want to change your financial life, start not at the bank, but within yourself. People often ask, why doesn't the law of attraction work for me? I think positively. I affirm. I read books. I watch videos. But my life still doesn't change. I understand that frustration. I've been there too. Here's the truth. The law is always working. If you're not seeing results, the problem isn't the law. It's the signal you're sending. Saying, I want to be wealthy can't change your life alone. It's like pressing the accelerator while your handbrake is still pulled. You say you want wealth, but inside, there's fear. You talk about success, but carry guilt. You claim you're ready, but vibrate in doubt. That is the energy the universe receives. Not the 30-second affirmations in the mirror, but the constant feelings you live with. Affirmations only work when they match your inner truth. If you say, I'm wealthy, but a voice inside mocks, check your bank account, liar. Then your paradigm is still in control. Positive thinking alone doesn't change reality. Even if your conscious mind changes thought, if your emotional body still vibrates lack, nothing changes. And the worst part? You won't even know you're stopping yourself. I once met a brilliant executive, highly educated, multilingual, and deeply experienced. Yet he was drowning in debt. He said, "Bob, I read your books. I listen. I try. But maybe I'm just not good enough inside." There was the answer. His mind was educated, but his heart carried wounds. His frequency wasn't confidence. It was guilt. And until that changed, his outer world couldn't. Have you ever felt that too? Like there's immense potential inside you, but something holds you back? As if there's an invisible wall between you and your dream? That wall is an energy block. And it dissolves not with words, but with lived emotion. You want wealth? Don't just say it. Feel it. Every day. When you say, "I want to be rich," your nervous system can actually trigger alerts. It feels like a threat. And you self-sabotage. Delaying decisions, missing chances, making excuses, and falling back into the old loop. Real change begins when you retrain your inner alarm system. When you start linking wealth to joy, ease, and purpose. When you allow yourself to feel prosperous and experience joy instead of guilt. Then, and only then, does true transformation begin. It doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with awareness. A Yale study found that people who spent just 5 minutes a day visualizing positive emotions, set clearer goals, and achieved faster results. This isn't fantasy. It's science and spirit meeting. You must feel abundance as natural, peaceful, and deserved. When that happens, everything changes. As your paradigm shifts, your decisions shift, your actions shift, and your results shift. The world doesn't change. You start living on a higher frequency, and the universe aligns itself with that energy. Like tuning a radio. Once you dial into the right frequency, you receive the reality that matches it. Your paradigm is the invisible structure that controls how you think, feel, and act. It shapes your life without even asking for permission. But here's the beauty. It can be changed. Because anything learned can be unlearned and relearned. You don't have to force a new reality. You just have to become it. Real transformation is not forced. It is awakened. And once your paradigm shifts, your life will never be the same. Please type in the comment, "I will change my life from today onwards." Thank you for watching this amazing video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more life-changing content.